leaders. The scope of the work will address the goals I just mentioned. We hopefully will integrate both the efforts of the city and county. Wherever we can do that, we are all going to be better off. We will put the Air Quality Task Force Committee, which is, you're going to hear more about it in the next few weeks, I'm afraid. We all know about the problem with the EPA and air quality in the upstate. And Mr. Woodward, who chaired that committee, will be a member of the new committee if it is approved by both the county, which has approved this committee, and yourselves tonight. But this Air Quality Task Force will be a subcommittee of this committee. And then other subcommittees will be developed, recycling or water use or whatever might be required as we go forward. We'd like to have the committee made up of representatives from 5 businesses and maybe 6 businesses from around the community, businesses that have shown a keen interest in developing sustainability programs within their industries or within their company footprint. We'd like to have 2 colleges represented, representation from K through 12 schools. We recognize the importance of dealing with our children and educating them. 1 representative from Spartanburg Regional Healthcare System. They are a huge potential contributor to this effort. 1 from the Water and Sewer District, 1 from the county, 1 from the city, and then several other representatives as we put the committee together. And then we will have subject matter experts on subcommittees wherever they may be appropriate. Currently we are looking at focusing on these individuals. Don Woodward, who is here today, the Spartanburg Development Association, who has agreed, if you approve this, to help get this started by leading this group, and Gene Crow and I are going to try to support Don in any way we can. George Acker with Duke Energy, who has been very supportive of this effort. Mark Koenig with Donnelly, Greg Skull with BASF, Russ Weber with J.M. Smith, Tom Whalen, who is here with Michelin, and Cullen Pitts, representing the architects and the building industry in our community. So what we would like you to do is encourage us by allowing us to form this committee, supporting the energy and enthusiasm of this group, and allowing us to come back to you and to anyone else who will listen in this community to create good ideas that will move Spartanburg, the city, and Spartanburg, the broad county, forward. And I would like to thank Ed Memmott for his support along the way. He's been very encouraging. I think we wouldn't be here if it weren't for he and Chris and Gene Crow and a number of other people. So I'd be happy to answer any questions, or I will go quietly into the night.
Any questions for Mr. Barnet? Mr. Barnet, would you anticipate having like regular reports to council just showing what the progress is or what findings have been determined?
Sure. The committee is going to form, assuming you folks support this, and they're going to set their own goals and their own objectives they're going to meet. And I would think that one of the most important things they could do to communicate would be taking opportunities like this to be sure that the elected officials in our community are fully apprised of what they're trying to do. Every community in this country is trying to do something in this way, and some are more successful than others. I think this community has terrific assets. When you see what organizations like BASF and Michelin and Milliken are doing, when you see what the hospital system is doing, when you see what Wofford College, Converse College, USC Upstate is doing, I mean, it's really quite remarkable. So we have a lot to be proud of, but very few people know many of the things that are going on right now, and it would, I think, be to all of our advantage to toot our own horns and to be sure that the elected officials know that well.
Any other questions?
I just want to say, having been personally involved in this group, terrific effort, and I'm really excited about what's going to happen going forward. The only thing I would encourage is we brought up community awareness, which I think is really important, but I think also actual engagement with citizens and figuring out some way within that committee to do that, because I think the only way you move sustainability forward is if people understand how they personally affect sustainability issues. So.
Thank you. I apologize.
No, that's okay.
Okay. I should tell you that Robin was, when she was with the city, was involved in this process. And that was a major gaffe on
questions, comments? All right, we've got this sustainability advisory committee.
I'd like to make a motion that we pass the ordinance.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? All opposed? All right, 7-0 vote that we pass this committee. And item 8, consent agenda. Consent agenda.
Now I'd like to make a motion that we approve this consent agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item 9, other business. A, award a bid for video enhancement system. Presenter, Major Stephen Lamb, Public Safety Department.
Mayor, Council, thank you for letting me speak here today for you. Public safety comes in front of you requesting permission to purchase a video enhancement system. As videos changed in society, a decade ago, all of us had camcorders running around taking pictures. Now most of the people in this room have a camera attached to their cell phone. About 30 to 70 times a day, the average person is capturing some type of closed-circuit television from our mall, from our convenience stores to the grocery store, even in government buildings. We receive about 1% of that video footage with either a suspect that committed a crime or a suspect before or after a crime. The only problem is the majority of that footage we get is either distorted, unclear, or is absolutely unusable by law enforcement. Our video enhancement system in evidence, in public safety's evidence, we have about 1,700 VCR tapes. They range from interviews of suspects to the convenience store, shoplifting. We have 2,500 CDs and DVDs ranging in the same variety. We have 51,000 in-car videos. All of our patrol cars have in-car videos which capture each car stop. Here's some examples of problems that we see every day. This is video stabilization. As you can see, you cannot see the tag on the car in front of you. After the video enhancement, you can actually read the license plate. It actually stabilizes that video for us. This is called video layering. Believe it or not, we do capture a lot of video footage from ATM machines, not the person actually getting money from the ATM machines, but his vehicles going past. A lot of times we use those to capture suspects' vehicles fleeing from scenes. This example of the vehicles traveling too fast for the video itself. This is afterwards where you can stabilize that footage and actually be able to identify that vehicle. This is a typical one we receive. This is a problem created by continually using the same VCR tape. This is called ghosting. You probably can't see it. But inside that red block, there's actually a suspect that's behind the convenience store counter, actually behind the